Apart from your machine, you have the other small things like scissors, straight, all the stuff. But the welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sweet Terry, and if you just see my face for the first time, you are welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you guys the things you have in mind, things you should consider before actually picking a particular skill you want to learn. You should be able to know the advantages, the disadvantages, like the opportunities when you're out. You should think deep before actually picking a skill you want to learn. Don't just go into picking any skill because you believe that, oh, somebody is doing this thing, I need to work for me, or there's money in this thing. You actually need to settle down, ask yourself some questions, and do some research on the skill you want to learn. And I'm here to help you just a little. Today I'm going to be giving you guys three would I say skills that are in high demand or that is very popular, and it's not for only females, it's for both male and female, because I've seen both gender do the three of these things. The first one is going to be hairdressing, tailoring, and makeup. Yeah, I'm going to be using these three skills to give you guys some tips and things you should be able to consider if you want to learn a skill. So I'm going to start with the first one. The first one is hairdressing. Now, first of all, you know the advantages of hairdressing before I get into the disadvantages. One of the advantages of hairdressing is that you don't need a very large space. Like, you can basically make hair anywhere. For example, like if you don't really have a shop, you can just go to the person's house. Okay, let me make your hair. Or so I've seen people literally make hair in like the backyard of their compound. I can make inside your room. Like, you can call your hairdresser to make inside your room. Like, you don't need so much space except you want to open a shop. I'm saying for starting, like for starters, you don't need to say, oh, if I don't have a shop, I won't be able to do this. So if I don't have this particular space, I won't be able to do that. That's not true. Hairdressing does not limit you like that. You can make hair anywhere you want to, like anywhere. Basically, when you go to Ring Road, you see in Benin here, you see people who make hair, nails. They're just in one side, like just one chair, make it and go. So you don't really need to say, oh, if I don't have a shop, I won't be able to do hairdressing. If I don't have a particular space, I won't be able to do hairdressing. You can do it. You can do for someone and request, the person may request home service or whatever. So you don't actually need a very big space or a space safe for hairdressing. That's one advantage you should consider. Then the second one you should know if you want to pick hairdressing is that it doesn't require material or tools. How do I explain that? Okay, so I want to basically make hair. I remember one lady saying how she started her business was just with a comb, and I think she was saying a comb and a bucket. I can't remember what she said, but she just said a comb and another thing. It was just two things she mentioned. So it's not like photography, yeah, where if you want to do photography, you need to have like your background, you need to have light, you need to have camera. In fact, if you don't have these three things, you can't do photography. So hairdressing is not something you do with your hands. Okay, anywhere you are, you're like, okay, let me fix braid, let me make braid for you. All you need is your attachment, you fish, whatever they call it, your attachment, and you make your hair, and that's it. The only thing I can say, maybe you need hair cream or gel to add to the hair, but it's not really necessary. You don't need to buy many tools or rather materials to make hair. I don't know if you get. So it's something you should consider. Okay, yes, it's not something that I have to spend so much buying this, buying that. At the beginning, you can start small, you understand. Basically, when you go, you're going to buy so many things because you'll be adding so many things to the hair. But for starters, you don't really need so much. You should consider that if you want to do hairdressing. You must also consider the disadvantages. One of the disadvantages you should know of hairdressing is that they stand. I think they stand. I think their whole they stand like literally. My sister is going to make knotless braid. I think she spent 8 hours or 10 hours. You can imagine. Although there were other people who helped, but you basically going to stand. So are you sure you can do it? Me, I wanted to learn hairdressing, but I don't think I can stand on my back. I don't think I can actually do that. So that's one of it. Another disadvantage of it is that it takes time. to learn. It's not a quick skill you can easily just learn like 1 month. I don't know, but I feel like at least you should take like 4 months of dedication, continuous practice. If not, we should be saying 6 months a year for hairdressing. Are you ready to devote 6 months of your life, like really devote 6 months of your life to learn a skill? You should ask yourself that question. It's not just, oh, I want to learn a skill, or oh, the hairdressing is going to pay me. Are you ready to like open your mind to learn this thing for like 6 months or a year? Like, are you ready? And one thing you should know about learning a skill, please, if you don't have passion for it, forget it. I know this sounds like a cliche if you don't have passion for it, but honestly, if you don't have passion for that particular skill, you're going to hate it. It's going to be frustrating. You're going, say, there are many times you want to give up. In fact, you will give up if you don't really have passion for it. Aside the money, I know everything we actually do in this life is because of the money, but at least just have passion for it. If not, I don't think you're going to get through it, because there's going to be so many challenges, difficulties on the way. So have passion for it and check it. Can you devote your time, 6 months of your life, to learning hairdressing? If you can't, then please just rest. Don't learn hairdressing. Thank you. The second skill I'm going to be talking about is tailoring. And mind you, hairdressing is for boys and girls. I've seen guys who make hair, I've seen girls who make hair. So don't feel limited. Oh, it's for girls only. No, anybody can do it. So the second skill I'm going to be talking about is tailoring. Of course, guys are tailors and girls are tailors. The first advantage of tailoring is you can do it from home. Yeah, you need space for tailoring, like space to drop your machine, but mostly you can do it from home. Like, you can work from home. It's not something that if I don't have shop, I cannot do it. I think if I don't have shop, I cannot do it. No, you can buy your machine and drop in your house and be sewing. If your parents, you can stay with your parents and be making mad money, like mad money, if you're good and you have connections. So yeah, you don't basically need to have a shop. It's advisable, of course, if you have a shop so that people can see you, but for starters, like I said, you can start from your house, from your room. Just put the machine there and be sewing, and it's fine. Put small background, take your pictures. If you can buy mannequin or whatever, you buy. So you can start small. We don't really need a shop, just open. Now, another advantage of it is that you don't need so much materials. You don't need to restock materials too. All you need, the basic thing you need, is actually your machine. Apart from your machine, you have the other small things like scissors, thread, all the stuff. Your basic tool, or rather equipment for tailoring, is just your machine. The other is just thread and the other stuff. But your basic tool is like your machine, and you don't need, it's not a skill whereby if you're using it you need to restock and restock. But when I mean by restock, unlike catering, okay, so if you want to make a cake for somebody, you need to buy flour, sugar, all those stuff, to make the cake. But now if someone gives you a dress, basically all you need to do is you need your machine. Then any other thing that you're going to add to the dress is going to be in the bill of the person. You get, like, you tell the person, I'm going to buy stone, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that, so everything is going to be like 5,000. Or like baking, I don't know if you guys understand me, but yes, like your basic tool is your machine. Once you have it, you're good to go. You match it and you go. Or like catering, or even nail. If you fix nail, you need to restock, like you buy more nail polish, you buy acrylic powder and whatever. So yeah, that's another difference you should consider. That's another thing you should consider, rather. So I would advise you to go for tailoring. And again, okay, let me tell you guys the disadvantage. So one of the disadvantages of tailoring is that you sit. Tailoring is you sit to match your machine. So you're basically going to have your back or your body's going to pain you. It's part of life, but yeah, if you're sewing, your body's going to pain you because you're going to be on the machine, especially when you have jobs for long. So many jobs, you're going to be on the machine for long, so your back and your body is going to pain you, and you need to get used to that. So if you know you are not ready for back pains and body pains, then I don't advise you to go to tailoring. And it takes a long time and dedication to learn tailoring. It's not easy. So I think tailoring is 6 months to 1 year, mostly 1 year to learn tailoring. So you should be ready to give 1 year of your life dedication to tailoring to learn it. So it's not a sharp skill. I don't know if photography is a sharp skill though, but it's not a sharp skill. You need to take your time to learn it, and tailoring is something that new styles come up every day. You need to be in trend. So I think a year. So you need to consider this fast. Are you sure? You ask yourself, are you sure I'll be able to sit for long? Do I really want to do this? Or will I have 1 year of my life to spare for this? So you need to ask yourself these questions, or you just need to ask yourself questions. You need to really sit down, think, do I really have passion for this tailoring? If you don't, my sister, my brother, rests. Yeah, that's one thing. So the last skill I'm going to be telling you guys today is makeup. This one is in high demand. Basically all of them are in high demand. So all of them are in high demand, these three. So makeup, and like I said again, is not restricted to only females. Males can do this and females can do it. So don't say, okay, it's a lady's job, I'm not going to do it. Woo! If you don't want to do it, and I know male makeup artists, and they're doing so well. So one of the advantage of makeup is that you can do it from home. Like, you don't need to really have a shop for makeup. That's another thing. I'm not saying you are not going to have, like I said, like I've been saying, it's for starters. You don't really need to have a shop. They can be booking you, can be going to their place, or they can be coming to your place for makeup. So yeah, that's one good thing about makeup. Then the second advantage, that it doesn't take much time. Unlike tailoring, hairdressing, where you got to spend 6 months, 1 year. If you're really dedicated, I think 3 months you should be done. It may not be so perfect, but 3 months you should be okay. Like, you should be able to do full face makeup. So these are things you consider. Okay, it's 3 months. It's sharp. Oh, okay, can I do this? Do you really want to do it? Like, do you really want to do it? Now, to the disadvantage, makeup artists do stand for the whole period. You're going to make up, you're going to stand. It's not that long though, probably 2 hours. You're going to stand for 2 hours to make up. Can you stand for 2 hours? That's understandable. Then the materials for makeup are expensive. They are expensive. I think I went to the market the other day, and they were like, foundation for 5, and you have to buy 2 colors for those that will need to blend. You buy finishing powder, setting spray. The products are expensive. Like, to literally start, if you say you want to start, guy, it's expensive. So you need to consider that fact. It's not just learning it. If you learn finish and you're not going to get money, how you want it to? So it's also good that you put all these things in mind. Like, okay, if I learn finish, it's going to cost me so and so to start up my own. And that startup is not like you have everything. So you need to, like, really, the products are expensive and they finish. It's not like tailoring that you buy the machine, you keep using the machine till something happen. This one, before you use foundation, use and you don't finish, you buy again. So you need to consider these things. The materials are expensive and they need restocking. You're going to stand. I do really like it. Like I said before, one thing about learning a skill, if you don't have passion for it, you're going to be frustrated, and trust me, you're going to stop at one point. That's just life. If you don't even have passion for anything, you're going to quit at one point. So yeah, I think I've been able to give you guys, like, the advantages and disadvantages. Since you should look out, will I be able to do it? It's not just everybody's doing it, everybody's let me go and do it. Are you sure you'll be able to do it? Will you have patience to learn? And even when you finish learning, are you sure you want to even do it? Don't go and waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste anybody's money. Like, you want to go and learn something, learn finish, you don't know how to do it. So you need to actually sit down to think about these things, weigh the options, the advantages, the disadvantages, and check your mind what you really want to do. So basically, I just came here to tell you guys that before you pick a skill you want to learn, please think about it carefully. Research. This video is going to help you a little. Like I said, research, sit down, ask yourself, am I sure I really want to do this? If you know you cannot do it, sister, rest. I know people who they've paid money for to learn skills, to learn it, and they cannot even do anything. If you ask them what they learned in skill, they don't know. So please, I don't want you to be in that category. Life is too short and you really need to make this money fast. So I don't want you wasting your time on something that you know will not bring out money. So don't just bother. Everybody is doing makeup. Oh, makeup artists are making money. I should learn makeup. Don't do like that. Check it, weigh the consequences, consider everything. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched up to this point, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like my video, and drop your comments down below. Did you learn a skill? Are you planning to learn a skill? Is this video helpful? Do you find this video helpful? If you find this video helpful or helpful to someone, please share this video to your friends and your family. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. I was thinking about doing another one with different skills, but I don't know. If you guys want it, I'll actually do it, but if you don't want it, that's fine. So I love you all. Bye.